biggest threat of economic freedom of my lifetime. When they control your money,
this is really an important differentiator for Archax. And as we face off against institutional players, what they really want to see is institutional grade regulated entities, segregation of assets.
Today, we're no longer at an XRPL blockchain event. We're in a multi-chain environment. We're in a multi-chain space.
One of the things we're doing is we're bringing smart contracts to the native XRPL protocol. It's called hooks.
World orders are that a group of countries across the world agree to a set of rules, and they agree to play by them.
And we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money.
If she can get us to have only 5 or 6 major banks and she can control those banks.
A pivotal step towards achieving real-time payments, reflecting a broader shift in the financial landscape towards immediacy and accessibility.
It is way past time to reintroduce a bill to end the Federal Reserve.
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army. Back to another one, Moon O'Clock News. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. We got Big Brad Garland House that's very excited about this link up with Ripple and Archax. Financial institutions are increasingly tokenizing their real-world assets on layer ones like the XRP ledger through regulated entities like Archax. I not only expect this to grow exponentially in the future. Just announced that XRPL Apex, Ripple and Archax are expanding their partnership to bring hundreds of millions of dollars in tokenized real-world assets to the XRP ledger over the next year. This move solidifies the XRP ledger as a leading blockchain for real-world tokenizations. But, they said XRP is a scam. Know what you hold? We got Archax here, and Ripple announced an extension to our existing collaboration, expected to bring hundreds of millions of dollars in tokenized real-world assets on the XRP ledger over the coming years. The best is still yet to come. Ripple, Archax, we're just getting started. We got one from Subject Views. Archax is a London-based digital security exchange which facilitates regulated trading of blockchain-based assets. Institutional-grade, multi-asset, segregated insolvency structure.
Here you really see a deeper dive into what our institutional grade structure looks like. And this is really how we hold these multiple types of assets. So nominee trust structure for securities. And then in terms of security on the digital side, we have a security segregated solution delivered in partnership with Metaco and IBM. We've multi-sig process in place for withdrawals. We also have CAS permissions in place, and so for securities and cash, which is demonstrated here by the flow that you see in front of you. This is really an important differentiator for Archax. And as we face off against institutional players, what they really want to see is institutional grade regulated entities, segregation of assets, how they're held and by whom they're held is absolutely paramount. It's a key differentiator for us, and that has to be across multiple assets, both traditional and digital.
And here we got Archax.com, UK's first registered crypto exchange by Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies with GBP and USD. We got based in London, London ready, built by capital markets veterans, backed by leading traditional finance institutions, dedicated to security, ISO 27001 certified. We got XRP drops. We say one emphasizes that the evolution of the crypto industry has progressed so far that the XRP Ledger blockchain event has become a multi-chain event.
Today, we're no longer at an XRPL blockchain event. We're in a multi-chain environment. We're in a multi-chain space. We're talking about side chains, and we're talking about the XRPL and the EVM side chains, and you can do more.
Mr. Man XRP hooks are small, efficient code modules defined on the XRP Ledger accounts, enabling custom logic execution before and after transactions.
So one of the things we're doing is we're bringing smart contracts to the native XRPL protocol. It's called hooks. And we're now adding a JavaScript runtime as a smart contract language to the chain. And I just mentioned terminology. We shouldn't even call them smart contracts. Why are we talking about smart contracts? This is a rule engine. This is logic you deploy to the network. So the network can enforce some things your application needs. And this is important because this allows us to do new things. But this is also important it's very clear. We're here to stay. The environment is regulated. It's going to be more regulated. End users become more important, are most important, I'd say. And end users need some protections. They need it because otherwise we're not going to have success in this space. If we want to protect end users, we need to do things in the most simple possible way to protect them, which means the average if-else routine is more than enough. If the sender of a payment is on an X number of advisory blacklists, why not block it or allow the user to decide that they want to block it?
We got Ripple XDev introducing the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain. We're excited to bring Ethereum virtual machine compatibility to the XRP Ledger, enhancing interoperability and unlocking new opportunities in DeFi and real-world assets. We got the Black Swan capitalist. The US dollar has served as the world's reserve currency for settlements and financial stability. However, as the petrodollar fades, XRP easily steps in as a new sovereign cross-border settlement mechanism to replace the dollar's role while still coexisting with it.
World orders are that a group of countries across the world agree to a set of rules, and they agree to play by them.
What underpins a world order is always the financial system. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we're on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
Everyone's been predicting the demise of the dollar for a long time.
And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also this new money will be sovereign in nature. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private. I find it very difficult to talk about the world order that we're coming into, given how very tenuous and unstable the current environment is. In my lifetime, this is the second time that I have seen the superpowers actually threaten the possibility of nuclear war.
Got John Deaton says it's not hyperbolic to say in America, Elizabeth Warren is the number one lobbyist for the banking industry. Mr. Man XRP. John Deaton interview.
I asked some people when I went on local television here in Boston, I said that Elizabeth Warren is the single biggest lobbyist for the banking industry that we have today. And I think it comes down to, she wants control. And if she can get us to have only 5 or 6 major banks and she can control those banks, you think about that programmable money and you think about a Federal Reserve issued CBDC. I'm not engaging in hyperbole when I say that it's the biggest threat of economic freedom of my lifetime. When they control your money, they control your life.
We got Stronghold Pay with the launch of FedNow. Transaction modernization took a giant leap forward. Take your knowledge to the next level. Watch the full video of the history of ACH on YouTube.
Designed to support instant payment services, FedNow launched on July 20th, 2023 for banks, credit unions, and eligible financial institutions. This service enables real-time transactions for their customers, 24/7, 365 days a year. This initiative marks a pivotal step towards achieving real-time payments, reflecting a broader shift in the financial landscape towards immediacy and accessibility in transactions. Designed to support instant payment services, FedNow launched on July 20th, 2023 for banks, credit unions, and eligible...
We got one from Uphold. Flare Drop 16, the 16th of the plan. 36 Flare Drops has been successfully distributed to all eligible Uphold users. Flare Network is a proof-of-stake Layer 1 blockchain protocol that borrows certain technical aspects from the XRP Ledger. Uphold. Flare. Dan Rocky says the F-Asset system is a masterpiece. Its ingenious design consists of many intelligent part solutions to make it run securely and efficiently with high resilience toward price volatility and intent to extract value in destructive ways. All bridge assets are always redeemable, hence insured. Do you want to be a part of this masterpiece as an agent? The process and the requirements pretty clear. The Satraps team is fortunate to participate in the F-Asset Beta Phase 1 as the 18th agent, bringing over 60,000 XRP from the XRP Ledger testnet over to Costin testnet as F-Test XRP. And we got the monthly burn complete. More than 1 billion Flare has now been burned. Goal is to burn 2.1 million backer tokens to increase community share to 59.6% by January 2026. Monthly burn now complete. We got Scepter LS. S-Flare has been added as an asset to your Bifrost wallet. No need to add it manually anymore. And another update from Scepter. 270 million Flare stake with Scepter LS by 1,099 stakers. Amazing. We'll be analyzing the result before we increase the cap again. Stay tuned to find out when. If we haven't jumped in, be on the lookout when they increase the next cap. Stay tuned to learn about the next time we increase the cap. Watch your guru, Justin. Congressman Thomas Massey says reading the Bitcoin Standard book inspire him to introduce a bill to end the Federal Reserve
of this government. And I was actually listening to an audio book by Saifuddin Ammous called The Bitcoin Standard. And I'll warn anybody who wants to listen to that book, the first 80% of it is not about Bitcoin. It's about money and what is money, which I think is important to understanding Federal Reserve. And also, but he has to lay that down so he can explain what Bitcoin is, because you can't assume everybody knows what money was. And frankly, I learned some things or picked up some vocabulary that I didn't have about it there. And I was listening to that tape and I'm like, it is way past time to reintroduce a bill to end the Federal Reserve. And so I put it in the hopper and I thought, man, I may be the only one. Maybe I'll get 2 or 3 co-sponsors, but I don't care. This needs to be done. I got 24 co-sponsors. So the number of co-sponsors of the bill to end the Federal Reserve in 10 years has gone up 10x. Which is remarkable.
Yeah, that is no.
We got Mikey Bull Crypto Altcoins. This is very interesting as it follows the 27 playbook that Bitcoin is currently following. The calm before the 2017 Bullrun storm, the repeat cycle, indeed. And with that being said, Batman Bag Ladies, Alex Cobb, Corey Johnson, former chief market strategist at Ripple. XRP is Bitcoin 2.0. It's like Bitcoin on steroids. Way to get a hold of that odal. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, let a friend know that the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes is still at hand, but the train's left the station. Tick tock, where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later glitches.
To the future. Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. Driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All in all, the labor.
Crypto be our passion, cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we hold till we blasting. It's